You guys really seem to like my old video on how to fix the training mode in TF2. It gained so many likes and views. I think it has over like 18k views or something right now. It's amazing! Thank you so much. It means so much to me because I put a lot of effort into it and it really paid off. So again, thanks to everyone. Well, considering you liked my suggestions on how to improve training mode and thought they could maybe work, here's a new video with even more suggestions. But this time not just on training mode, oh no, on the entire game. Because that's how sequels work, right? More and more and more of the same? Quantity over quality? Huh? Nah, but jokes aside, I think these suggestions could actually improve TF2. I mean, TF2 is already really great, not perfect, but insanely great. But sometimes it just lacks something. Well, these suggestions are pretty small, but even something small can lead to an overall better experience. Boy, have I had a nickel for every time I heard that. Anyway, here's my ideas on how Valve could improve TF2. Let's go! First up is an outline for objectives. The intelligence and the payload have this already, but what if capture points also had an outline like the payload? It would be team colored for already captured points and gray for not captured points. So new players would know where to go and what to capture and where to capture, and they wouldn't go wandering off in the wrong direction like they usually do. Next, building notifications. Imagine you're an engineer. If your teammate comes along and asks for a dispenser or a sentry or a teleporter or something, an image of the building they want you to place would appear underneath them. Similar to how the multiplayer in Portal 2 does it. You know, when you press F, you can say, place a portal there, or go through that portal, or jump down here, or high five me or something, whatever. So basically the notification or the symbol that appears underneath them would disappear after a while, and it would have a cooldown, so you can only place one every 10 seconds, so you couldn't spam it and annoy everyone. Basically, it's there so the engineer knows that he should place a building, where to place a building, and what building to place. It can also be used for teaching new engineers where good building placements are. Overall, it's just really useful for telling engineers where you want them to place a building. Next, daily challenges. Kind of like contracts, but the reward would only be experience. You would get a daily contract or a daily challenge or something like that, and it would have stuff like win one game for 500 extra XP, kill 3 people in a row, 100 XP, heal 500 HP, 200 XP, you know, stuff like that. Just a small reward for playing, so even if you don't win a game, you still want a small challenge. A small problem this would have is if you're already level 150, why bother? I mean, you have all the XP already, so it wouldn't really matter anymore. So maybe it could also have a little other reward. I don't know, maybe skins or hats? How about the spy could mark enemies? Not really marked for death, but marked so you can see them through walls. Which would be really good for marking important classes like medics and snipers and heavies, kind of like how Payday 2 does it. You could be using a gun for that, so if you mark them, they get hurt, so they know something is wrong because, someone shot me and I'm marked, something's not right. But maybe shooting the enemies doesn't even drop your disguise, so you could disguise, run around enemies, just mark them, and they wouldn't even suspect a thing, except for the fact that the marked enemies would get a notification similar to being marked for death. This would buff Spy more, and I think it would make him more viable and competitive, but I am not sure. Here's a really simple suggestion. What if medkits and ammo packs had a visible timer above them that showed how much time is left until they respawn? I cannot count the amount of times that I died because I was on fire and I was standing in front of a medkit and I didn't know when it was gonna respawn, so I just died, and right after I died, it respawns. Basically, Valve could just add a visible timer over medkits and ammo packs that slowly ticks down so you know when the medkit and ammo pack respawns, and you don't have to wait unnecessarily and can maybe go for the dispenser instead or the medic or whatever. It can be either a number ticking down, which would be really useful for knowing the exact amount of time, or just one of these pie charts. I don't know the name, it's just these pies that slowly go away. I don't like it when pies go away. Now here's some ideas on how to improve calling for a medic. You know that one function that notifies your medic if you're low on HP? That has to be on by default for everyone. Every new player should have that. Aside from that, if you press E, your medic shouldn't just get notified by a speech bubble, they should also be able to see your outline through walls. This would even work if you're a disguised enemy spy. But why would a disguised spy call for an enemy medic? Because pressing E shows you the outline of your medic. So if you're a disguised enemy spy, you can press E and that way target and pick medics easier. This might be a little bit OP, but I actually like this idea. Alternatively, if a medic presses E, teammates can see his outline, even enemy spies. Problem though, it might convince medics not to announce themselves, and I don't think new players would understand this. Now here's an idea. How about TF2 had something called a training room? In my older video, I talked about contracts replacing training mode, so there would be no demand for training levels anymore. So how about Valve added an additional training room? The training room would have no objective, it's just there to test your weapons, your skills, your mechanics, the classes, whatever, all that stuff. It would have some bots moving around, some standing still, ledges of different heights for rocket jumping, ramps to charge at, also some sentries and buildings to zap, just to try stuff out, just try all the stuff out that's in TF2. Basically like TIA walkway meets item test, but all in one single map. It could even have the speech balloons of developer commentary mode, so if you click on them, it would explain what a certain thing does. For example, if you equip the charge and touch here and charge at this ramp, you'll go flying. The training contracts I mentioned in my older video could also work on this map. Well anyway, those were my suggestions on how to improve TF2. Tell me if you like them, or if you agree with them, or if you think they're good. And please discuss them in the comments, because I would love to hear your thoughts too. Maybe you have even better improvements, I don't know, I'd love to hear. But that is it for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video, which will be coming out in, let me check, 5 years. Goodbye!